Hi, good
Hey,
evening, Ashok ji.
hi, good evening, Mr. Ravi. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. You had some questions to ask, and I'm aware of your background as an IT company owner. So, in
Yeah,
case you have any questions, you can ask.
yeah. Thank you for taking out time for me. Actually, I have a few basic questions. What is your coaching model and how do you help your clients?
See, Ravi, we basically work on coaching process for 1 year, in which we sign up an agreement with the client, and every month we take certain actions. Every week, I have 1 to 2 hours of meeting with my client, and then we work on different areas in the business, which includes the business strategy. And within business strategy, we would look at, let's say, the vision document, mission, goals, plan, and so on. Uh, so some of these documents my clients will already have by virtue of their being in the business, and some of it we would help them in developing. Then we would work on their sales and marketing system, how they're getting the business, how their leads are being generated, how they rely on generating more and more business for their organization. So we work on that and we try to help improvise. We also work on their ongoing team management. What are the issues that they're facing? Issues in the operations, issues with their ideal client profile, and so on. So this entire process works for about 1 year, 52 weeks, and over a period of 12 months, we make sure that our client is able to grow their profits and their revenue. And as I mentioned to you earlier, I provide a commitment to my clients that they would be able to grow their profits to 2x over a period of 12 months.
Oh, okay, I got that.
Yeah.
But actually, as a business owner, my concentration or my bottleneck at this moment is to increase revenue and profits. So, how
Right.
do you help your clients in getting more revenue and profits?
Okay. So let me ask you a few questions, Ravi, if you're okay.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Yeah. So how do you generate leads for your business? What is the source of uh, lead generation currently?
Well, actually, the present system that we are following is that we get references from our past customers and
Okay.
other known people.
Okay.
There is
Okay.
no systematic system for getting new clients.
Okay. So here is one major loophole in your sales and marketing system. If you don't mind and allow me to speak about it,
Yeah, please
uh,
tell me.
a lead generation system has to be created. You can't rely passively on the cross references from your customers, from your vendors, and so on. I mean, that is okay if you get some references, but that is not an active way of generating leads. So maybe the active way of generating leads could be through your website, could be through your active sales and marketing, could be through the cross references with your other vendors and other similar competitors and so on, right? So when you become a part of our coaching program, we would discuss few proven ways, at least 5 to 6 different established ways in which you can generate more leads. And if you generate more leads, for sure, the more leads would lead to more conversions, more sales, and more revenues and more profits.
No,
Does that
that all is fine. But would it be limited to, like the GAN we get from various sources, or will it be really implementable? That is the point. And how far you will help us in implementing. Because
Yeah,
you tell something, and how will you ensure that we implement that?
yeah. Good question, Ravi. So typically the way it works is every week when we meet, we agree on certain key actionables on your side, and those actionables would be tracked by me as well as my team, and we would closely discuss on various aspects of those actionables. And every week when you take actions, your the suggestions which are being given are not confined to just to the knowledge, but actual actions that would create the results. And if you get stopped by some issues, some obstacles, and so on, again, that would be discussed, and we would see how you can overcome those obstacles. So, as I mentioned, Ravi, the entire program is structured in such a way so that I succeed only when you succeed. Yeah. If you don't succeed, then I don't succeed. I hope that answers your
Okay,
question.
so it largely answers, but one question that what is the as you said that we both succeed together, but I'm paying you fees.
Yeah.
So my fees would be gone if I don't. You would get your fees, and I will not be. If suppose I don't get results, then
See, to overcome this concern, Ravi, what we do is we typically ensure that within 3 months, you should be able to see some results. And after 3 months, so you are risking your fee only for 3 months. And after 3 months, if you review your progress and for whatever reasons, if you're not satisfied, we can close the contract. And as I mentioned earlier, I am giving you in writing in your contract that your whatever fee that you have paid within those 3 months, even that would be refunded to you. So, in essence,
okay,
you are not taking any risk. Risk is on my side because on my side there is a credibility involved, right? As I mentioned earlier,
okay.
I'm a senior guy, worked for about 3 decades in the industry. So I would choose a client only when the chances of success is close to 100%, if not 100.
Oh, got it. So now it is clear to me that you are also putting at stake more than money. You are putting your reputation at stake. I got that. So now another question: how you help your client in setting up business strategies, and how does it help really in the business growth?
See, business strategy is like a GPS for an organization, and in many while discussing with many entrepreneurs, I have found that various aspects of business strategy, for example, the vision statement, mission statement, goals planning, execution, tracking of the goals, the business model, the ideal customer profile, the targets to be reached. All of these things are there in the mind of the business leader, the owner in this case. Uh, and typically, if it is only there in the mind, it does not get implemented as rigorously as it would if it is properly documented. Second important aspect is if it is not documented, the business owner would be aware of, but the rest of the team members would not be looking at it, would not be revising it, many times would not be knowing it, would not be following it, would not be tracking it, and ultimately it is like a defunct, known or unknown kind of, some documents lying somewhere and not giving a direction to the overall business being driven willingly by the business leader, followed by the team members in an ideal scenario. And as I mentioned earlier, these documents, some of it might be there with you, but either way, I would make sure that these documents are created in conjunction with your team members, right? So in the business strategy workshop, they would participate, they would help arrive at the documents, and would make sure that they agree to various aspects of the business.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah,
You have clarified most of the things. One
yeah,
last point
sure.
that you've said that you will help us in implementing strategies you put in place, and these are the proven things. You know what has been the proven strategies. But how does your coaching model works? If I ask you this, how can you explain in a few lines how does it work overall?
See, as I mentioned, coach is not the implementer. Coach is working as a catalyst, as an
Okay.
advisor, as a guide. I will not come to your place and do the actual implementation. That you have to drive along with your team. But I would stand by you at every step till you achieve the success, right? For example, let's say on a particular week, you decided that you would create a website as per our discussion. Then it is on you to take the action and get the website created and make sure that it is designed as per our discussion so that it helps you in generating more business. So that actionable comes to you. Once that is taken care of, then the next actionable, and then the next, and so on. So like this, the entire 52 weeks, you would notice if you keep taking actions one after the other, the outcome would be that you would achieve your results for sure. This whole coaching model is proven in that context. And every week, we also work on a typical process where I, I, along with your team members, led by you, we identify certain key areas on you and your team would work depending on the priority. And this key area, you would choose one key area every week. Like that, you will have 52 such areas taken care of over a period of 1 year. And you would notice that each of these key areas, these are basically some areas of weaknesses or certain things kind of ignored or not given enough weightage, or somehow it is kind of lagging behind or creating some kind of discouragement amongst your team members and so on. So you would notice that if you and your team work on different key areas every month, 5, 6 key areas every month, over a period of 8 to 12 months, you would notice a major difference in how your business has been going.
So to summarize, what you're saying is that you will guide us. You will be there, always available to us for guidance, and the implementation will be done by me and my team. Is that right?
Absolutely. That's how the coaching as a model works. Coaching as a model,
Okay.
Ravi, just to give you some idea, it's a very successful model, and it is quite popular not only in business but in other areas of life. For example, in relationships, in health and wellness, in career, and so on. Right? You might have heard of coaches being quite instrumental when certain athletes are going to participate in various competitive matches, maybe in cricket, maybe in Olympics, and so on. So these performance coaches actually draw the best out of the athlete. Similarly, the business coaches would identify the areas of concern in their clients' team members and the client's business, and work on these areas of uh, weaknesses, or what needs to be focused and encouraged, and so on. And over a period of time, with the active guidance, implementation, and tracking, a very important aspect of this is accountability and tracking that would ultimately create the outcomes.
Okay, got it. Just one last point that you said it's a very well laid out process, and 52 weeks you said every week we'll be learning new. So will you share this yearly plan with us? to begin with, or we will build this plan as we go?
See, I have a broad framework in which how things go, and when we meet in the beginning of our process, I would agree on certain major pillars in the entire 12 months plan, right? What are the areas that we would pick up every week? And then we would keep functioning week after week so that you have complete visibility on how things are going, and you are at the driver's seat. I would provide you all kinds of guidance, coaching support, and areas if certain things are not functioning, so that you are able to correct in the mid course if there is a need. And you and your team are driving this entire success story for your organization.